We start drawing using the frame 3D design. Go to new, then choose frame 3D design from here. As you see, the menus are slightly different and the icons are different too. So go to our first step, which is axis definition, by defining the grid. For example, for x-axis we have 5 by 5, and for y we have 5 by 4, and for z-axis we have 4 by 3. Apply. And to move to the 3D, go from here. Now the most important thing is the drawing process. So to start drawing columns and beams, you don't have to select beam and start drawing beams, or select the column and start drawing columns. No, all you have to do is select these bars, and you do not have to specify that you want column or beam, just simple bar, but different sections for columns or beams. Let's start drawing with this section for columns. And that's it. And to start drawing beams, just change the section. For example, this one, choose C or C4 by 4.5 and add it. Then close and start drawing beams. If you start drawing like this, it's like single beam, then the other single one. But if you select the drag, you can continue. Then press escape. Close that. Now our next step is to copy this thing from here to the second axis, third, fourth, fifth, up to the end. But notice we want them also in this direction. There is a simple trick to do this, and that's by selecting everything. There's one node not selected. Selecting everything, then go to edit, then choose this one, which is copy. On dx we have 0, on dy we have 4, but in the minus, in the negative direction. On z-axis we have 0, and number of repeats we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 repeats, and choose drag. This option allows you to make a copy of them in this direction. Then press on execute. As you see, there is beams on the ground. How to delete them? Well, go to XY, and on base we are already on base on 0 level. Then select everything and delete. Apply. Go back to 3D, and you see it's already made. The reason why we have chosen the different sections for columns and beams is to simplify the selection process. So what should we do to select all columns? Well, first turn on the sections, then right click on one column and select similar by cross section. As you see, all columns are selected. Now what should you do in order to change the material? As you see, they are steel columns, and you want to make them reinforced concrete. Well, from here, from structural element, choose column, and from sections here you can change it as, for example, this one, and now they are reinforced concrete. Or you can do that from here. Go from here and choose RC column and insert your dimensions. This one, then apply. Close it. And the same thing you can do to beams. Select one beam and select by cross section. Then go to section definition and new, RC beam. Choose from here RC beam, not RC column. And the width, let's make it 25 by 50. Then apply from here. Well, that's it, how to make columns and beams from frame 3D design. Now, after completing the making columns and beams, we want to make shear walls, but as you see, they are not here, they are not available here. Then go to geometry, structure type, and change the structure type to building design. Now we move to draw the slabs. To draw a slab, you press on this icon, which is floors, and change the thickness of your slab that you want. For example, we make it as 12 centimeters, and it's also constant. We name it as slab 12. Choose the concrete that you want, concrete 25, then add it. This is slab 12, and from here you choose the type of slab of the slab model, which is curtain wall or shell or something like that. But from here, from the thickness, you can change the type of slab as homogeneous, so solid slab, or from here you can choose any one of them. But for this time we choose the solid slab, and tomorrow in the next video we'll talk about slabs in details. So it's a rectangle, but here we have to disable the finite element type. It's also disabled, and the slab is two-way. And start modeling. Then close it. Now select one slab and go to edit, not this one, this one, and copy it for x0, for y -4, and you want it 1, 2, 3, 4 times, but for z0 we want it 4 times. Execute, then select these 4 and go from here. For x we want -5, for y 0, for z 0, and number 1 2 3 4. You can check that by a calculation. Go to display, loads, these are the load transfer mechanisms. Well, next step is to repeat these things for the second and third and fourth floor. Then go to front and select everything but the supports. That means like this, drag like this, and then go to edit, copy. For x we want 0, for y 0, for z in the positive direction we want it as 3, and number of repetitions 1 2 3. Then close it. As you see, this is our structure consisting of 4 floors. Now we have to define the stories. We can define stories from here, geometry and stories, and here we can choose it, this one, and the same thing, the same icon is found here. You can press it and start defining stories manually. This is the ground, and this is first, second, third, fourth. Then press on apply. As you see, we have defined the stories, and you can move between them from here for selection. Now let's talk about column cross sections and eccentricity. Usually column cross sections decreases as we go up, so let's assume that this column in the last story should be modified. Its cross section is 30 by 70, so let's create a new section and assign it to this column. Go to section definition, and from here you can create new section and define it as 25. 20 by 60, 20 by 60. That's it. Then add yes, close it. Then close the thing and go from here, choose 20 by 60. As you see, it has been modified, but usually columns should be in the outer edge of the underneath column. So what should we do? Well, go to this icon and press on offset, choose offset, and create new offset and assign it to global. And as you notice from here, we want to move in negative direction of x-axis and positive direction of y-axis, and we have to move at 5 centimeters because the cross section was 30 by 60 and now it's 20 by 60. That means 5 from all directions, from 2 directions. So from x-axis -5, and from beginning and end -5. For y-axis we want 5 and 5. Then add, name it as any name and close it. Then apply. Now it's in the outer edge of the underneath column. If we want this beam to be in the outer edge of the column, then go to offset, new, relative axis offset. Sorry, not axis offset. In the axis from here, increase length, then add. Choose it and apply. As you see, its length has been increased more than the other beams. The last thing we want to talk about in this lesson is releases. So how to make releases, especially between two different elements, like if we have wall and beam and you want to make a release between them. First of all, select the beam or the element that you want to make releases with. For example, we want this one to have free moment about y-axis to be released from ry. Then go to geometry, releases. Another option is from here, releases, the same thing. Then define new release, and you can choose whether to free it from this direction or from this direction. Beginning and end. You can check the beginning and end from here by disabling the direction. Close it first. You can see the direction of the arrow. Its beginning is here and its end is here. This one, its beginning is here and end is here. Then go to releases again, define new one, and we want it in the beginning to be free. Name it any name and apply to this one. Close it. As you turn off the sections, you can see the release here between them. That was our lesson for today. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, just do not hesitate and write them below in the description or send them via my email. Bye.